Yikes, it's week 8 already, and since this is only a 12-week class, we're getting close to the end. I just want to remind you that test number 2 is due by tomorrow, so you have until tomorrow to take it if you haven't already taken that test. Then, after you finish the test, the information that we're going to be learning this week has to do with radicals and rational exponents. Now, I don't want you to get those two words mixed up. Radicals are with that square root symbol or radical symbol, and rational just means fraction. So there are ways of expressing radical expressions using rational exponents. So one thing you might want to review are the properties of exponents. Look them over, they're really important. Now, what if you're having problems and not learning well enough from my math lab? I wanted to give you some other resources. One of my favorites is Khan Academy. You can type in khanacademy.com or khanacademy.org. And what you want to do, you don't have to sign in or do anything there. Just go straight to subjects. And we're learning math, and let's just go to algebra basics. And once you're in here, you have a search option, and I'm just going to type in radicals since that's what we're looking at. And that should show you some of the basics in radicals that we're going to be learning about. Adding and subtracting, simplifying, and we've got videos here. And also within Khan Academy, you have some practice things, but it does cover a lot of information here. There's all sorts of information that will help you if you are having problems and not getting enough information from my math lab. Another resource that I really like is MAT055.com. And MAT055.com, you get a lot of choices of videos to watch. And since we're going to be covering roots, radicals, and quadratic equations, it's right there in Chapter 8 under MAT055.com. So I click on that, and that lists the topics and definitions and common roots. We can go there. And the one thing that I like about Math TV, and a lot of my students seem to like this too, is that you get a choice of who is teaching you the information. You can hear from Mr. McKeague directly. He's the one that wrote the program. And also you can talk to people who are younger, older, male, female, and a lot of the videos are available in Spanish as well. If you happen to have Spanish as your first language, that might be helpful to you. So this is a really good resource and kind of fun to watch all the different videos that are available to you. Then the other resource I wanted to tell you about is purplemath.com. And again, there are all sorts of options here of things you can learn about, like how to suck up to your teacher, but you don't need to learn that. So again, you have a search option. Go to radicals, if I can spell it correctly, and we'll search for that. And again, it's got all the different topics here, and you've got all the different lessons. A lot of people like this as a resource as well, and I just wanted to make you aware of those. So please use these resources to help you learn the information if you're having any problems, and better still, contact me directly. You can contact me by email, give me a phone call, and I'd really be happy to help you solve any of the problems. And if you're still having any difficulties with any of the handwritten review problems, let me know. You really should have a perfect score by this time before going in to take your test. And just keep in touch. I'm trying to help you, but I need to hear from you to know that you do need help from me. So good luck this week. Let me know if you have any questions before you take the test if you haven't already, and on any of the information that's coming up on radicals or anything else for that matter. Have a good week. Talk to you soon.